Since we're getting closer and closer to Christmas, I thought this would be the perfect time to make a little Christmas card tutorial video for you using watercolors. So I tried to make this tutorial as easy as possible, that way you could follow along even if you don't really have any painting or watercolor skills. This should still be pretty simple to follow. So to start out with the first card, just take a color of your choice that's pretty dark and start out at the top and just do a wash all the way down your card, making it a little bit lighter towards the bottom. And then using a really watery black, you can kind of do light shadows of some trees. And then in the foreground, you'll use the black, but just a darker shade, and create the trees that you see in the front. And I just did short strokes that were kind of downward and horizontal. And you really don't have to make this perfect. The trees look good just doing kind of messy brush strokes. And then once that dries, I took some acrylic paint and dabbled that on the background. That way it looked like little snowflakes, and I just covered the whole sky with this. And then I also added a little bit of white to the edges of the trees. And then I took a piece of craft paper and just stamped Merry Christmas on that and glued that right on top of the card. And then I decided I wanted a little bit more color to this card, so I took some red and added little circles to the trees to be like berries or ornaments or something, just to add a pop of color. And that's it for this card. So the second card is also going to begin with a wash of color over the whole card. I did a really light dusty pink. And then when that dries, you can go on top and start painting some random leaves or like wintry branches, kind of in an oval or circle shape. So it's going to be a lot easier for you to just watch what I'm doing rather than me try to explain every brush stroke. I was just trying to think of some different leaves or branches or wintry things that you might see when you're taking a walk through the woods on a winter afternoon. So I did some like holly leaves, a few branches, some other leaves that I just made up, I don't know what they're called, and I added some little berries to some of the branches. You can also just Google like some watercolor leaves or watercolor branches if you need a little bit more inspiration, or just copy what I'm doing on my card. Once I finished painting all the leaves, I took some gold acrylic paint and just added a few dots and speckles around just to add a few more details to it. And then I used the same gold paint to write Merry Christmas. It was a little difficult to write out the words with a paintbrush, so if you have a gold pen, that might be a little bit easier for you to use. And then I finished it off with just a gold line on the top and bottom, and that's it for this card. I really love how this one turned out. Let me know if you guys try out either of these card ideas. I would love to see yours if you want to send me a picture or post it here on Patreon. I hope you're having a very happy December, and I'll see you really soon. Bye everyone.